What's up, Raptors? We are here live from Gen Con. This is Mole Rats in Space. Take it off, Pareen.
All right, so this is Mole Rats in Space, our newest game here at Peaceable Kingdom. We launched it earlier this year. Mole Rats in Space is designed by Matt Leacock of Pandemic, Forbidden Island, Forbidden Desert fame. It's his youngest game and our oldest game, so we're super excited to work with Matt on this awesome new game. So the premise of our game here is we've got our naked mole rats. Naked mole rats are among the most cooperative creatures in the animal world. And they are running our space station. Everything is all fine and good on our space station until their only known predator, the snakes, arrive on the station. And that's where our game takes off. So the game is very loosely inspired by Snakes and Ladders, Chutes and Ladders, where you go up ladders and down chutes. So the way we win the game, there's only one way to win the game, is to get all of our mole rats up into the escape pod. Along the way, we have to pick up 4 super important devices. These are our turnip, which is their favorite food, toothbrush, because mole rats have big nasty teeth and they need to brush their teeth, a map, because they got to know where you're escaping to, and duct tape, because you cannot escape a space station without duct tape. So that's the one way to win, is to get the 4 devices and to get all the mole rats into the escape pod. There's 4 ways to lose. One way to lose is if any one of our mole rats lands on a chute that takes them off the board. One mole rat gets off the board, we all lose because we leave no mole rat behind. Second way we lose is if we run out of cards. This is a card-based game. And our moves are dictated by the cards. If we run out of cards, we lose the game. Third way we lose is if any one snake gets into the escape pod. That renders our escape pod useless. We can't escape. Game's over. And the last way we could lose is if any one of our mole rats gets bitten by a snake twice. The way you get bitten by a snake is either landing on a snake, crossing paths with a snake, or a snake landing on you. If you get bitten once, that's okay. You've got a medical kit, anti-venom kit. That clears you up and you're good to go. You get bitten twice, no more anti-venom, you're done, game's over. So this is about a 20 to 25 minute gameplay. It's for kids age 7 plus. I've got a 5-year-old who loves it, I've got a 9-year-old who adores it, and I played this game with adults, and adults really love playing this game too. So a lot of strategy, a lot of thinking, it's cooperative, we either all win or we all lose together, and if we don't cooperate, guaranteed we will lose.
So Pandemic can be pretty hard, brutal at times.
Yeah.
How does this compare?
This game is hard. I mean, this is not a guaranteed win. This is not a everybody grabs a trophy at the end. I've played this game many times, probably about 100 times. You know, we win probably about 50 to 60% of the time, and we lose the rest. And so it's not easy. And what's really cool is that there's a challenge pack. So once you feel like you've mastered the game, there's a couple additional cards. You add those to the deck, and it makes the game a lot harder. So, you know, the game scales up. Just as you think you figured it out, you realize you haven't figured it out.
Can you take us through a few
Yeah,
turns?
so we'll do a real quick gameplay here. So we play with our cards face up. All of our Peaceable Kingdom games, cooperative, we have cards face up. So we can all look at each other's moves and figure out the right move for the team. So this card means we're going to move the green mole rat 1 space, either to the right or to the left. And again, we're trying to get the devices and go up towards the ladder. So why don't we move 1 space to the right? The next command there is remove all red snakes on the board 1. Right now there's only 1 red snake on the board. Pretty soon there'll be a lot more, but right now there's only 1, so we can move either here to the top of this ladder or down this chute. Down is good because we're getting away from the pod, but it temporarily blocks our duct tape. We can't pick up the duct tape while it's blocked. That's probably our best move. So we deal in a new card. So on my card, we're going to play a yellow mole rat and move either 1 or 2. So I can go 1 or 2 or 1 or 2. I'll go 1 so I can jump up the ladder. This means we're going to introduce another brown snake. So we've just added some more complexity because we now have 1 more brown snake on the board. Since we're playing 2-player, we'll take these 2 guys out. We'll continue with just 2 of us. So that card would say we're going to move green 2, so either 1-2 or 1-2. Maybe 1-2. And then teal is going to move 2. Right now, only 1 teal snake, so we're going to move that one too, either here or here. I'm guessing we should move closer to the chute. We want to get our snakes off of the board, so the closer we get to a chute, the better.
Cool.
So here I'm moving mine 3, so we can go 1, 2, 3, and down. That's not great. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to move down, so I'll move over here. This means we move all brown snakes, so both of them 3. So we can move 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. We can also split them if we wanted to. Probably not the best idea right now, so maybe we'll move 1, 2, 3. This is not a fun card to draw. Well, that's on my turn, so we'll go to your turn next. 1 or 2, so 1 is good, moves us up. 1 more purple snake.
Most definitely don't want to go down that chute.
We don't want to go down the chute because the game would be over. This means we move all teal snakes to the nearest ladder. That's not a good card for us because snakes moving up the ladders gets them closer to the escape pod. So the nearest ladder is here, so this one moves up. So there are a bunch of different types of cards. This card would be moving all mole rats to. If we draw a card that's rainbow colored, that's any one snake moves to the nearest ladder of our choice.
Oh, that's
There are
awesome.
other cards like this. Any one mole rat moves one, any one snake moves one. So different movements based on the cards that you draw. And again, ultimately, we're trying to get into the escape pod, but as you see more snakes coming onto the board, your options become more limited and the game complexity and tension go up a lot.
Cool. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you very
And make
much.
sure you stick with TechRaptor for all your Gen Con coverage.